Well, hello and welcome to my channel, Berry Born ND and Gardening with Granny. And it's chilly outside. I don't think it hit 50 yet. So I decided to do a mid-May chat and talk about a few things that have been going on. It is push comes to shove, and you can probably hear that I'm still dealing with some teeth issues. It sounds like I have a retainer in my mouth, and it's just this temporary teeth that I'm dealing with until September or October when I get my permanent um, teeth. These are just so that I can smile and people see teeth rather than a hole. So bear with me when I try to shape my words so you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, spring. Okay. It seems like we waited forever for spring to arrive, and then all of a sudden it was 75, 80 degrees, and we're planting like crazy, and now um, the high is 50. So it's slowed down. I have some good plants that I was able to seed and start. This is zucchini, but I want to wait until it's just a little bit warmer. Next week it's supposed to warm up again. Things are doing really good. I will try to insert some video clips of what's been going on in the garden. I did do an early May garden tour. If you missed that, I can put that in the description. So, like you, things have been constantly happening. Um, I have several shipments that have come in. I have one unboxing from Garden Answer. I have some meat coming from Butcher Box. We have an Azure pickup coming up. So all of this is happening at once. We were supposed to do a trip to Georgia. My husband's older sister passed away. She would have been 93. And she passed away in March, and they are having the celebration of life. Uh, it was supposed to be last Thursday. On Monday, my husband had this incredible pain. He doesn't know what it's from. He's a pretty active tennis player, but he doesn't remember hurting himself or anything. But it was so severe that we were considering emergency. And so I was rummaging through his medicine chest to try and find something. And back in October, he had he does have arthritis in his neck, and it flares up every once in a while. And so we had this medication, and he'd been icing it, and we've been we're doing all the things that natural we thought would help, but the pain was just incredible. So he took one of these medications that he had from when he was hurting in October. And my son gave us, he has a laser. My son is a chiropractor in Southfield, and he has laser treatment, and we were doing laser on him. So there were multiple things that we were doing. And Monday, we had to make the decision on whether we were going to leave. We were supposed to leave on uh, Tuesday to drive down to Georgia, and we made the decision to cancel the trip. And so last week was planned for a trip that never happened. So a lot a lot of the things that were on my schedule, I'm trying to rearrange and bump up. And so a lot of planting didn't happen. We did go to the farmer's market and, and we enjoyed that. We met up with my two granddaughters and their significant others, and it was a fun trip. And then Mother's Day was in there somewhere. There was a lot of things going on, and the weather was kind of crazy. Oh, I hope you have your drink. It's water, not vodka. Anyway, I tried to get some planting done. I got some tomatoes at the farmer's market, tomato plants, because during the time I was trying to tend with my seedlings, I was going through this procedure, and my son, who was visiting and trying to take care of me, did the best he could, but some of the plants died, and so I did get some going. I'm looking forward to getting those in the ground. Like I said, the zucchini. I have some teddy bear sunflowers that I'm looking forward to. I just put them in, and I'm hoping that they do all right. Uh, I had some plants in, and I think I might have shared that with you, that I bought these oil pots that you fill with water, and they help to keep the moisture around plants into the ground. Um, Sort of like an aqua pot, but older version. And I was very disappointed because the two vines, the purple, what are they called? Hyacinth bean. Anyway, tried to get those started, and unfortunately, I found out later we have a woodchuck. Now, we did capture one and let it go into a woodsy area, but then the trap didn't seem to work. They are attracted to cantaloupe. So we had cantaloupe all around. Well, all the cantaloupe was eaten, even the one inside the cage, and the trap door didn't work. So my husband's working on that, trying to capture it. The other day I was down in the we have these full windows, Anderson windows in the basement. We have a walkout basement. And I'm looking out the window and there's this woodchuck looking right at me. Well, I'm not sure he saw me. I think he might have seen his reflection, but he's there staring. It's like, and it's a huge thing, big furry. I, they might as well be rats as far as I'm concerned. I just dislike them so much. And so it had been eating the plants I put in that planter. So until the woodchuck is taken care of, I guess I'm not going to be putting anything in where those oil plant pots are. So that's it for that. Then I one day, it was a couple days ago, I decided I was going to make some bread. We were running low, and so I got my bread going, and for some reason it just wasn't coming together. I kept adding flour and kneading, and finally I got it to the point where I wanted to put it in the pans to rise, and covered them up and got them to the point we lost power. So so they kind of went over the proofing time and collapsed. And in the meantime, I burned my hand, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's it. I'm done with this week. I'm ready for a new one. So today's the new week beginning, and we're gonna power through. And uh, I know that you have times like that too, where you say, "Okay, I'm done with that. I'm ready for something fresh and new." And so we're going to power through. And this week we hope to get a lot more things in the ground. We freshened up the three raised beds that we have, Vigo Gardens. The green stalks are looking really good. I finally got my shipment from M.I. Gardner with my strawberries, so I got those tucked in. And there's actually a little bloom forming on one of them. So I know it seems a little late. A lot of people already have strawberries growing, but when you start them new like that, they're obviously going to take a little more time. So a lot of things have come and gone. It's already so surprising. We wait and wait and wait, and all of a sudden, bang, the forsythia are gone, the lilacs are gone, the tulips, the daffodils, all gone. Hellebores are, the blooms are like, the primrose are like, but peonies, iris, all of those beautiful, almost summer blooms are coming in, and it's very exciting. We have a new garden area that my husband and I have been working on. I've showed you clips of it. We've got some uh, Russian sage, some um, Rebecca planted in it. I've got some starts of the mahogany splendor hibiscus, but it's just a little too chilly to put them out. So when it gets a little warmer, I'll be putting those in. My fern are like exploding. This is the weather, ferns and um, mm, hostas. Oh my goodness, they are just exploding. So there is a lot of beauty to be had in the garden. Um, my apple blossoms have all fallen, so they've all survived. A lot of times, if you have apple blossoms and you get hit with a frost, you don't get a crop. So they've gone through that. They are now established. Those that have been pollinated are starting up little apples, and so that's pretty exciting. Um, so there's a lot of excitement happening. My bleeding heart is coming through. Um, oh, Hollyhock is about 7 inches tall now, so that's pretty exciting. So I'm sure that there's going to be a really fun tour coming up probably in a couple of days. It's just too windy and cold out there to do a tour. It's just not enjoyable. So pretty soon we'll do a mid-May tour, maybe closer to the end of May. But you have to realize here in Michigan, May, it can be 70 one day and 40 the next, and so we just have to go with the punches, so to speak. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you how things are growing in your garden. I know the people down south have been struggling with hailstorms and thunderstorms and wind. So I'm grateful. We've had some storms, but they weren't damaging. My granddaughter had a tree fall in her yard. Um, Things happen, and you're just grateful that it doesn't happen to the people and it just happens to the landscape, so to speak, because that can be replaced uh, or regenerated, when they redid our tree. We just decided, oh, make another garden area out of it. So yes, my purple iris are coming in, my goldy peachy ones. They're looking exciting. I did go and get my purple salvia, the rockin' deep purple that I love to have in my circle. That's already planted. I put some yellow zinnia around it. So I do have wonderful things to show you. It just would like it to warm up just a little bit and not be so windy so that we can enjoy it together. So that's it for now. I hope that this is giving you some encouragement that things happen, but you can rise above it. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.